Welcome back to the Talking Hedge. I'm Josh Kincaid, and this is your Cannabis Business Podcast. Recently, we were in Portland for the Cannabis Science Conference, where we got to interview some folks. So without further ado, still here at the Portland Cannabis Science Conference at Left Coast Financial Solutions. State your name for the record.
Casey Nye Harrington.
All right, Casey. So the current state of cannabis is interesting. Finance is definitely going to help with scaling, automation, normalization. You've got a sign right here that says cash heavy. You can reset here. Obviously, people don't want to make cash deposits. It's safety, it's auditing, it's a nightmare. So I'm wondering, first off, let's start about the States Act or the Safe Harbor Act. How would that impact the industry?
Well, it doesn't really come down, it hasn't swayed any financial institutions really, because what do have a fear of it being illegal on the federal level. It's just decriminalized in states where you can have recreational or medical marijuana. But one of the main factors that has kept them away is just how intense and expensive the compliance services are. That's why you see very few financial institutions taking care of that. And that's, that our service to the financial institution is that compliance work. So it's a big cost center for financial institutions that they don't want to touch. And that's another thing that's making it really difficult for the cannabis industry to get in with all that cash.
Highly regulated, very difficult. I worked for a brokerage firm when they were privately held. There was one lady running it. When it was publicly traded, there was a group of 20-something. And I don't think anybody was prepared for that, even though they were in the finance industry. And so, yeah, touching on that, the employment has been kind of iffy, trying to get people to join the cannabis industry. So with compliance and banking, there are credit unions, there are financial institutions, but they're only taking a couple here and there, maybe 6 to 12 a year max.
Right.
And so, do you have any advice for how to operate in a volatile industry, and what companies should do to try and live through this banking crisis in the meantime?
The best thing that businesses can do really is be as compliant and as transparent as they can. And I think, it's really tough. It's tough for them. It's tough for their safety. It's tough for the growth of their business. And so I just, you got to keep pushing. I would say that you should join political organizations like ORGA, if you're here in Oregon, that fights for the industry. And one of the things that they do is fight for the banking services. So do something like that and try your best and be compliant, because most of these businesses are legitimate and they just want to be treated like legitimate businesses, a lot of smart business people. And I think the more that people become aware of that, the more they show that transparency, and the more they are compliant, then the better chance they have.
So if anybody listening wants to try and bridge cannabis and banking, how can they get a hold of you?
So they can either get me directly at Casey at Left Coast, F as in Frank, S as in Sam.com. They can visit our website. They can even call. Eager to hear from people. We want to do the best we can to provide what they need: bill pay, payroll, making payments, receiving payments, like that.
People need help with banking, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right, Casey with Left Coast Financial Solutions. Appreciate you talking to us on the Talking Hedge during Portland's Cannabis Science Conference. Thanks again.
Thanks, Josh.
And with that, we're going to roll this one up. I'm Josh Kincaid. This is the Talking Hedge. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, or don't.